Welcome back to another video. This is my 2025 Spanish Grand Prix driver ratings. Enjoy. Gabriel Bortoleto to start things off. Started 15th, finished 14th. I'm gonna give him a 5 out of 10 this week because I didn't notice him at all. So I'm gonna go straight down the middle. 5 out of 10. Next up, Nico Hülkenberg. Started 11th, finished 8th. Almost made it to Q3 but barely missed out and finished in the points again for the second race in a row. I think he's a victim of his own success. So it's a 9.5. We now move on to Albon. Started 9th and did not finish the race. 7 out of 10. He qualified for Q3 but then retired from the race. But why did he retire? Can someone please tell me? I literally was watching the highlights and he just disappeared off the screen after a while. So somebody please tell me what happened to Albon. Carlos Sainz started 16th, finished 10th. 8 out of 10. He got eliminated in Q1, but he got impeded by Hadjar, so it's not really his fault. But then he still recovered all the way to P10 to score a point, which was lucky, I guess, because he was running P11, but then Norris crashed, so we'll get onto that later. Next up, Isaac Hadjar started 12th, finished 16th. I'm going to give him a 5.5. Might be a bit harsh, yeah. He didn't make it to Q3 nor scored points, and for the first time in a while, so it's a flop for him. He impeded Sainz, but I think that was more on the team than on him. Liam Lawson, the next one to be rated. He qualified 19th but started from the pit lane and he did not finish the race. 2.5 out of 10. Literally not good at all. He was near the back and then he started from the pits and then retired from the race. Against all these people who retired, I have no idea what happened to them. Next up, Ollie Behrman. Started 13th, finished 11th. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. His qualifying was slightly worse than Ocon. And no points, but still very close. So not too bad. I think his qualifying is better, yeah. Esteban Ocon now. Started 14th, which is behind Behrman, by the way. Finished 9th. So the qualifying wasn't too good for him, but he did recover to the points, So good for him. 7.5 out of 10. Just slightly higher than Behrman. Now we move on to Franco Colapinto. Started 10th, finished 13th. I'm going to give him a 8 out of 10. He made it to Q2 and started in the top 10 due to the penalty for Hadjar. And in the race, he did not fall back that far, to be honest. Only 13th. So it's quite good. And Alpine is horrendous, man. Pierre Gasly now. He qualified dead last and started from the pit lane. Then he finished 15th. I'm going to give him a 3.5 out of 10. This weekend, he was not good at all. He was outperformed by Franco a lot, in my opinion. Colapinto made it to Q2 while he qualified dead last, so I'm sorry, but even though I want to give him higher, it's only a 3.5 this week. Now moving on to the Aston Martin, starting with Lance Stroll. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10 because he started and finished 17th. It wasn't a good weekend for him considering where his teammate finished, but he still has his wrist injury, remember? I'm not sure if that hindered him this week, but yeah, it's not good. Next, as mentioned, the other Aston Martin driver, Fernando Alonso. And Alonso started 6th and finished 7th. That deserves an 8.5 from me. This week, I think, was very good for him. He almost qualified in the top 5. And the race, yeah, okay, not too bad. Kimi Antonelli up next. Started 4th, finished 3rd. Wow. First podium for him. Good job to him. 3rd youngest driver to finish on the podium behind Stroll and Verstappen. And the first teenager since 2017, I believe, to finish on the podium. It was a good weekend for him as a whole, as well, because he's a rookie. I will give a 10 instead of a 9.5, but still impressive. George Russell, now the other Mercedes, started first, finished first. Dominated the competitive sessions this week, nothing else but sensational, so it has to be a 10. Yuki Tsunoda started 18th, finished 12th. Honestly, I don't think that it was too bad. He qualified 12th but then had a 10-place grid penalty, which I feel was undeserved. Then recovered back to 12th. Not too bad, but still. 4.5 out of 10. Who knows, if he had not received the penalty, he might have finished a lot higher, maybe in the points. Next up, reigning world champion Max Verstappen. Started 2nd, finished 2nd. It's going to be a 10 out of 10 as well. The Mercedes is very fast this week, so I think 2nd was more than he should have achieved already. Plus, there was no penalty points for him this weekend, which I think is a bonus for him, because he could have potentially been banned. Lewis Hamilton, the first Ferrari driver to be rated, started 5th, finished 6th. 8.5 out of 10. He out-qualified Leclerc for only the third time this year, I think, and finished only one place behind Leclerc, so 8.5. He hit a groundhog and he got damaged. It's unfortunate, honestly. Next, Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc, obviously. Started 8th, finished 5th. Qualifying wasn't the best, but he recovered quite well, so it's an 8 for him as well. Next up, Oscar Piastri started 3rd, finished 4th. Despite struggling the entire weekend and not topping any sessions, he still managed to qualify in the top 3 and finish 4th. Plus, he hit the Wall of Champions. So, are we foreshadowing something? 8 out of 10 for him by the way. Finally, Lando Norris, the last driver to be rated. Started 7th, did not finish. 6 out of 10 for him. It was a relatively bad weekend for him. Qualifying wasn't good at all. And the race, he was at fault for the collision with Oscar, to be honest. But he did say himself, so he did admit, so not blaming anyone. So anyway, your top 3 in the actual race is also the top 3 here, but just in a different order. Russell, Antonelli and Verstappen respectively, all with 10s, 1st, 2nd and 3rd. 4th goes to Nico Hülkenberg with a score of 9.5. 5th goes to Hamilton with a score of 8.5. Alonso also with an 8.5 goes to 6. Now, Piastri, Colapinto, Leclerc and Sainz in 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th respectively, all with a score of 8. Ocon with a score of 7.5 slots himself into 11th position, right ahead of his teammate Behrman in 12th with 7. Albon with a 7 also in 13th place. Norris with a 6 in 14th place. Hadjar with 5.5 in 15th. And Bortoleto, the last driver who passed, in 16th place. 17th place, Tsunoda with 4.5. 18th place, Stroll with a 4. Gasly with a 3.5 in 19th. And Liam Lawson with a score of 2.5 in dead last. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!